Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as promised today, I was going to follow up on linear quadratic systems. And problem 4 was the one we did in class together today, or at least started. But I'm going to make sure I don't make any silly mistakes. But the way we solved it was we took this second equation right here, right? And we solved for y. But what I wanted to show you is what happens if instead we solve for this x. And we can do that, okay? You could solve for either x or y. That's what I want to point out. So how about if we go ahead, let me clean it up here a little bit. We go ahead and actually minus y from both sides. Okay? We would have x, y minus y, of course, is 0, equal to 2 minus y. So we now know x is 2 minus y, right? 2 minus y. So now what? Well, hopefully by now you realize, oh, I'm going to take 2 minus y, and wherever I see x, I'm going to put in 2 minus y. So let's do that. So if you follow the green, you will notice I will have 2 minus y squared, because after all x is now 2 minus y, minus 3y squared. Again, follow up here. I did the x squared, I plugged in the 2 minus y, and then right here I just copied that down because it's already a y. Okay, and now I'm going to do the 12x. Well, I'm going to get 12 times x, but we know x, of course, is 2 minus y. And now, of course, we're going to do the 4y. So we have a plus 4y. And then a minus 14 equal to 0. Okay, so notice again, follow the light blue here. All I did was wherever there was an x, I plugged in the y expression, right? Because after all, x is equal to 2 minus y. Okay? Alright, so let me do a little side math here. This right here, for example, is something maybe you can even do in your head by now, but let me just go ahead and do it on a separate screen here, just make sure I have enough room. So 2 minus y squared, I hope you agree, means 2 minus y times 2 minus y. And we all better know our distributive property because it's on our final. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times minus y is minus 2y. Then I got to do minus y times 2. Minus 2y again. And minus y times minus y is plus y squared. And that right there, I hope you agree, is minus 4y. We combine like terms. So we're going to take this now and plug it into what we've been starting so far. So what I have circled in green right here, hopefully you agree now, is really 4 minus 4y plus y squared. Let's double check that. 4 minus 4y plus y squared. Perfect. We still have a minus 3y squared. Now let's do our distributive property here. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times minus y is minus 12y. And what's left over here is a 4y. And of course the minus 14 equals 0. Now guys, some of you guys are going to learn to take, shortcuts, start combining like terms as you go along, but I'm trying to make sure I go step by step meticulously and make sure you don't miss anything I've done. So basically I've done a lot of distributive property so far. And now I'm going to combine like terms. So let's start with the y squared. That's a y squared minus 3y squared. So that's negative 2y squared. Let's do the y's next. I got a minus 4y plus 4y. That's 0, right? Minus 12y. Well, that's just simply a minus 12y. And now let's do the numbers. I'll use red here. I have a 4 plus 24 is 28. 28 minus 14, of course, is 14. It's equal to 0. And now comes decision time. What I have here is a quadratic. Do I want to solve by factoring, or do I want to do the quadratic formula? Both skills are on my final, but you know what? Let's do it with the quadratic formula. Okay? So I'm going to be bouncing back and forth here a little bit. Does everybody agree that A equals -2? B equals -12, and C equals 14. Again, A is -2. Let's see, I'll use purple. A is -2, correct? B is -12. C is 14. A -2, B -12, C 14. Watch our signs. Okay, so we're ready for the quadratic formula. And again, I'm just going to say it out loud. The negative of the b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4 times a times c. Watch your negatives now, all over 2 times a, which is -2. Okay, now I got to do some math. Okay, so I know -12, of course, is +12. 2 times -2 is -4. There is that plus or minus. Now I'm going to do this whole radical, guys, on my calculator, okay? So looking here, guys, as you can see, when I do -12 squared minus 4 times -2 times 14, I get 256. And doing the square root of 256, it's 16, right? Okay, so I know it's 12 plus or minus 16 over -4. So let's kind of move this over here. And notice I'm going to therefore do 12 plus 16 and divide by -4, which of course is 28 divided by -4, which is -7. And then I'm also going to do 12 minus 16 divided by -4, which is -4 divided by -4, which is +1. Now we're not quite done, guys, because remember, please remember, if you look right here in red, right, x is 2 minus y. Now we just solved for y, right? That's the key thing to remember. This expression came from the quadratic right here. That was a y squared expression, right, or equation. So these are my y's. And again, let me just make sure. X is 2 minus y. So if x equals 2 minus y, and I go ahead and plug in the -7, I'm going to get 2 minus -7, which is 9. So let's see here. I'm kind of running out of room again, but I'll just write down here in blue. I know one of my answers is going to be -7, +9. Okay. And then, of course, I'm going to take the 1 and plug it in. And so if x is 2 minus y and y is 1, well, 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So I'm going to get 1, 1 as well. And so looking at our answer key down below here, you can see I have, I wrote it backwards. What a silly mistake, didn't I? Good thing I checked my answer. Now remember, guys, what I did was make a silly mistake, okay? Remember, these are my y's, and these up here, follow the red, are my x's. So my real solution is x9, y -7. And of course, both x and y are 1, so 1, 1 was going to be correct, whether I got it backwards or not. And so, guys, hopefully you understand. Let's check it again. That's why our answers are 9, -7. Again, that's something you can learn from me again, guys. Be careful. It's always x, y with ordered pairs, right? But anyways, 9, -7, and 1, 1 are my solutions. So anyways, guys, this is definitely a video that you definitely want to study. There are linear quadratic problems on the final. So I wish you luck. I wish you a lot of time and focus and hard work and study. And please ask me questions in class if you need to. So until next time, bye.